Hey guys, it's Crazy Orchid Lady and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be watering day. It is watering day for most of my indoor downstairs plants. They are on a different schedule than the upstairs plants. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of spray everything down. Since I water once or twice a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks depending on that time of year, it is actually a little bit cooler and it hasn't been as humid. Because the seasons are starting to change, well, as much as they do here in Florida. But just so you can see here, this is it says indoor temperatures at 87, but it sure isn't. But 86.9 degrees, 63% relative humidity. That's actually really nice temperatures here. So yeah, it's actually cooling down a bit, which is great, but worrisome, because I hope winter is not going to be too cold, because I have a build that I need to finish before it gets cold. So that being said, I am going to mist everything. All of the plants that are in this center table are my downstairs plants that I keep inside of the house, and as you guys can see, they look really nice. Some of them are still blooming, some of them are, you know, letting go of blooms and whatnot. But so in my little handy dandy pump sprayer, all I have is reverse osmosis water. We actually make it ourselves because we do have that giant saltwater reef tank in our house, so we do actually always have a supply of reverse osmosis water because we need to top that off. So I do use reverse osmosis water because it's convenient for me. I also do catch rainwater. However, in Florida, unless you have, you know, some kind of cover for it, we have so many mosquitoes, it would literally just be a breeding ground for them. So for me, it's just not practical. It's so much easier just go to my garage and grab reverse osmosis. So that's what I fill this up with. It does not have any fertilizer, not today. I do fertilize once every 10 days. I don't fertilize with every watering, guys. That's just not me. My plants are pretty much grown outdoors, therefore there are bugs and droppings from the little lizards we have everywhere. We have birds everywhere. Even in my lanai, I have lizards. I've tried to get rid of them, but they're just here and it's fine. I consider them fertilizer. Plus they keep the bugs that do get in out. So anyway, so here we go. Just to show you guys what I do when I do fertilize my outdoor plants is, let me adjust the sprayer nozzle. I'm gonna go ahead and put it at a nice kind of a harder spray, and I'm just cleaning them completely off. So this is the little no ID dendrobium that I got in July. She has actually maturity cane, and she's still got the original cane that I got her with that is in bloom. And if you look down there, you'll see another spike. That's actually from an older cane, but it also produced a spike. Then I do have my Paphiopedilum. He's looking gorgeous with his new little pup that's maturing very nicely. He's doing very well in the window. Just look at that beautiful color on his leaves. This is actually my second oldest Phalaenopsis. It's actually a hybrid, and just look at those flowers. Aren't they beautiful? They are the lightest buttery yellow ever, and look at that lip. It's just beautiful. It's like wine and burgundy with yellow. It's just so pretty. And then it has this fuchsia speckling. It's a really pretty DTPS. I can't remember what that stands for, but here's a tag. DTPS Dragon Tree Marks Dragon Tree Oriole. She's huge. As you guys can see here, she is in an 8-inch pot. I want to say it's 8 inches. Yeah, 8-inch pot. I have pretty big hands, guys. Look at these leaves. They're humongous, and she's maturing a new leaf. I was thinking about mounting her, but I really like her, and I'm not too sure. So anyway, but she's going to get a good water, and I literally just spray her everywhere. She's kind of growing at the typical Phalaenopsis angle, so she's going to start kind of hanging down, and that's perfectly fine with me because less chances of getting water in the crown. Keep in mind, guys, that this area of my home is extremely ventilated. I have a constant breeze from that lake. But not only that, I have dual overhead fans. So, and these dual overhead fans are on 24 hours a day, pretty much 7 days a week. Here is my little Talumnia Snow White. She's been hanging out in the backyard getting some sun. See if I can get her to bloom for me. These are some Phalaenopsis that I purchased. I'm trying to think. Maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. There's also a dendrobium in here for a gathering that we had here in the home, and I just wanted something blooming on the table, so I stuck them in here. This one did not have a great root system, but it was $5, so I wasn't going to argue. I can fix root systems. This one did have a really nice root system. The flowers, let's see, she's actually opening up a bud, but for the most part they were pretty much done. Or the palest white with kind of a pink blush. This one, again, it's almost done now, but really pretty, kind of a deep purple that fades. And then this dendrobium, the reason I put it in here is because it was fragrant, and it has the lightest hint of a pink blush just on the lip. But it's actually really nice and fragrant, almost smells like soap. Actually, it almost smells like soap. Dendrobiums, for some reason, I haven't found one that doesn't smell like soap to me. But yeah, so I'm going to give them a nice water right now. I do water the stems to see if I can keep them from kind of drying out on me. And the reason I say that is because, as you saw, the relative humidity outside is at 66, which means it's dropping inside of my house. I think we're in the 30s right now inside the house for relative humidity. So not their absolute favorite for keeping their blooms for long periods of time. So I do water their stems, kind of just get them all nice and wet. This also helps to clean out their leaves. I make a big mess, but it's outside. It'll be dry in no time. So that's it for my indoor orchids. And then let's take a look and see, while I pump away, what I've got over here. So here is my little tiny succulent garden. This was the air plant that I won, and this was the miniature aloe that I won, and a little mini cactus that I won from a fellow YouTuber. This is my son's little, I think, zebra plant, and it's got one huge flower spike. And these are just succulents that I had from before. There's my Angrecum sesquipedale that I got for my birthday haul, and she is absolutely loving it out here. Those dried up roots that I thought were dead actually have growth tips all over them. She's put out, she finished maturing this leaf, which is humongous, and she's putting out a new one. So she's really liking it here. And we're just gonna spray her down, spray that one down. As you guys can see, I grow in all types of media. So here I have my leca, but it's really not semi-hydro. I don't have any drainage holes. And then I do have my Talumnia here, the Jayak Rainbow Sherbet, and that one is actually in a true semi-hydro with drainage holes. My Dendrobium Spanish Eyes is still going strong, guys. She's got her original spike, a second spike on that cane, a third spike coming on that cane, and we have yet another spike. I don't know if I can get up there, it's kind of high, but on this one as well. So yeah, she's still blooming. This was a rescue Cattleya from a good friend that liked to shop at Louis Del Favero Orchids, a very famous orchid place in the Tampa area. This is a Cattleya, let's see here, Golden Zell Lemon Chiffon. So it's supposed to be a really beautiful yellow Cattleya. It's supposed to be very fragrant, and it was in really, really bad condition. I mean, really bad condition. She had a fungal infection, a bacterial infection. She had, I think, a virus, but it was not Fusarium, so I did rule that out. I fertilized her, kept her pretty much bare rooted for the longest time. And then when she finally looked like she was clearing up and we got rid of all her old canes, because this was in a tiny little 4-inch pot, but it was like outgrowing everything and there was tons of dry canes everywhere. I cut everything back, sterilized her, and stuck her in here, and she seems to be doing really well. She's got tons of roots, as you guys can see there. I don't know if you can see there. Let's see if I can get in there. But yeah, she's got tons and tons of roots coming out of the top and bottom. She's produced 2 new growths since last year, and no blooms, no sheets, but fingers crossed. She'll get there. Let's see here. So what do we have down here? See if I can get it into focus. All right, so we have another Phalaenopsis. This one was one that my mother gave me right before the hurricane last year. She's got a new spike. It's a pretty big girl. She got really sick on me, lost a ton of roots, and started producing a, where are you? Ah, there it is, a little basil cakey. And then she decided to start growing again. So I'm really happy. I kind of was really worried about it. But looks like she's doing good. This is the Dendrobium that I also won. And I'm so sorry, Suli, Sharon. I totally forgot, but it was from Suli. It was from Suli, Sharon. I won this Dendrobium, which had a beautiful long flower spike. This is her new growth for this year with another flower spike. And I had one of those, the air plant and the aloe and the cactus. So check her out, Suli Sharon. She's amazing. Let's see here. This Dendrobium still has blooms on. This one's almost spent, but she's got a new growth that is maturing really, really nicely here. Very quickly, I may add, because again, guys, I got this guy in July, and this growth was tiny and almost matured now. New Cattleya that my son wanted to save, and my 6-year-old guy, so I can't really tell him no. So it's a Myrmecophilia, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. So Myrmec Memory Louise Fuchs Purple. And it was pretty bad, but if you guys can see in there, a month and a half in semi-hydro, and it's got tons of roots. And then here's our little Cattleya seedlings. They are seedlings no longer. So you guys can see she's got a sheath still. That one's got a sheath. That one does not. That one does not. That one is growing a nice new growth. This one I thought had a sheath. I guess not. But yeah, so they're growing. This was the rescue Cattleya from last year, and it had the 3 original canes but no roots, like nothing. And she's got 1, 2, 3 new canes. She bloomed for me on that one. She is about to bloom on this one. She's got another cane going. So this is my Psychopsis alba, I think it is. Cannot remember. Psychopsis papilio, Cove's Canary crossed with Self. So it's a yellow Psychopsis. It is maturing a growth and starting a new one. No spike yet. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Alright, what is this? This is a Brassia that came with that Cattleya that was up there that was pretty sick. You guys can see all of the pseudobulbs. I was able to stop the infection, and she's got a new growth, but she's kind of coming along really slowly, so I'm taking good care of her. Here is the Grammatophyllum scriptum variety citrine. She is almost done maturing these new pseudobulbs, and she's got what looks to be a flower spike there. I think that's a new growth. It may be a flower spike. I don't know. I'm new to Grammatophyllums, so we shall see. This is my mom's Cattleya. She lost hers this winter, and she'd given me the piece that broke off, so it's growing very nicely. It actually has a sheath, so if it does well, I may give it back to her. And then I've got everything that is growing down there. So this video is long enough for watering. But anyway, so quick little update. Wanted to show everybody what was going on today since I was out here, and weather's starting to change. I have 2 projects that are coming up, and I think one of them will look really nice up there. So, or maybe there, or maybe here, I don't know. But I've got so many phals that I have down there that were all rescues. They're tiny little guys. And then I have some of these that, you know, I need to do something with, and I have this project in mind that I'm going to take on and see if it works, and if it does, I hope you guys like it. So anyway, if you like my videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and sign up for notifications if you'd like to see when I do post a video, because I don't post very often. And thank you so much. If you'd like to contact me, you can actually contact me through my Facebook page, which is CrazyOrchidLady.fl. Or you can also contact me through my Gmail email account, which is CrazyOrchidLady.fl@gmail.com. Thank you so much again for watching, and you have a great rest of your day.